Hi, Jim Challas here. Been playing Frisbee since 1960. My father and I played with a Pluto platter on our dead-end street. We threw the fire hydrant that was in front of Garrett's house and then down to the end of the street where the fence post was and came back up and put it to the section of cement in the neighbor's driveway, up over the hedge that we had to go over. So we were playing our rudimentary game of disc golf back in 1960 with a Pluto platter. Moved to Minnesota and developed some Frisbee skills playing in the wind. Had an event called minimum distance traveled. I'd throw it up as far as I could and I'd step one way like this or step one like that. And then by the 1970s, we began to have the competitions when wham-o sponsored a 20-city tour leading to the World Frisbee Championships. And that's when it really blossomed and took part in that. And I was in my 20s by then. So developed a lot of skills, throw, run, and catch, maximum time aloft, did the freestyle, we were doing golf, we were doing everything back then. That was the big boom time of Frisbee, and from that has sprang disc golf and ultimate, and we've got some other great events that are still with us today. Freestyle we saw out here, all the field events were played today. It was great to see that, from an old timer like me to come back out after 40 years to see what is happening with the sport. I work with, I'm right over the hill in San Jose and been doing disc golf for the last 20 years in San Jose, establishing courses. We got a couple 9-hole courses and now an 18-hole course. We're going to put another 12-hole course in San Jose shortly. So it's now my hobby. It was a vocation in the 70s, from about 1975 to 1980. Then I decided to earn an income, and been involved with the disc ever since then. So, and one of the first times we did a show was in 1976, and I was there with Paul Thompson and Steve Hubbard. Steve Hubbard, it was his first show in front of about 5,000 people at a college in southern Minnesota. And we set up a threesome, to throw, and I threw it to Steve, and I see Paul's throw coming in, it's just right, and Steve was kind of nervous. This is his first show in front of people, and he let go with a big rip. And I'm going, oh my gosh, it's going to be up in the 25th row. It's, not the first throw. So it goes down the basketball court, hits the basketball backboard, drops through the basket, and the crowd went nuts. They thought it was part of the show. So that was one of my all-time memories, is having a lot of good time with friends and great memories on the road. And we traveled a lot in the 70s. wham-o had a 20-city tour that you qualified to earn points to get to the World Frisbee Championships. And that developed a lot of what you see here today was what took place in the 1970s. So it's great to be back out here today to, again, meet up with old friends and see the competition as it is today.